Hello,
You are not audible, ma'am. Can you be a little louder?
can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hello, Meenu Ma'am. After a long time, we are meeting today. So, very good morning.
Very good morning. Okay, so how are you?
Oh, it's all fine, ma'am. It was like long awaited session, isn't it?
When did you send me your first message?
I too don't remember, but nearly, I think, maybe 2 months back.
Oh, I'm so sorry that I took so long because I had no idea
No,
actually.
even from my side also, at times I also told you that I'm not free. Yeah,
Okay.
because I was in Sweden with my daughter. So that was the reason. Okay, ma'am.
So
Yeah,
Manjuji,
please.
tell me about yourself.
Yes, so my name is Manju Mishra, and if you talk about my place, where do I belong to? So I am from Lucknow, and my educational qualification is very simple. I have completed my master's and NTT and B.Ed, and since 1990, I have been into teaching. So I am a teacher, but yeah, at present, you can say that I'm freelancing because I am retired, and I too started my YouTube channel in the year 2022 in order to make myself engage. After my retirement, I started actually.
Okay, okay. So were you teaching in a school?
Yeah, I was teaching in a school. Yes,
Okay, so
I
you were
was
an
teaching
English
in a
teacher.
convent.
Okay. So
Yeah,
which
I was an English teacher.
so
Yeah,
which classes did you teach?
I taught from classes 6 to 8. Initially, I was teaching to class 5 also,
Okay.
but in my later years, I was teaching to class 6 to 8, and for 10 years, I was coordinator in my school too.
Okay, that's great. That's impressive. Okay, so when did you get retired?
In the year 2022.
Okay. So, how did you feel after retirement? It feels so bad, to leave your school where all your friends, your kids. So, how did you feel?
It was not easy to digest, actually, honestly speaking. But yeah, it was the demand of my family, it was the need of my family. And I felt that yes, I should, because I was in a convent school, I could have worked for few more years.
Okay.
But still, yeah. But I got retired, and then I was really feeling very bad, as you can experience this. I was missing every day my classes, and more than that, the seminars, the assembly, everything. But yes, once I started my YouTube channel, that occupied me, and I make myself engaged in some productive way. So I can say now I don't miss those days, but still sometimes Teachers' Day, Children's Day. So yeah, I too I too feel that those golden days
Yeah.
I miss.
So, initially, you must have missed those things, interaction with the colleagues, interaction with the students, and everything, and everyday routine. It completely changed, isn't it?
A lot, a lot. Yes, I
Okay.
was missing everything. And when I started even YouTube channel, I was not consistent because of that. Because my heart, my mind, everything was there in my school campus.
Okay, okay. So you were saying that since it wasn't a government school, you could have worked even more. So they
Yes,
were
I
ready
could
to
have.
keep you. They were ready to retain you for a few more years.
Yeah. Yes. Even today also I get calls from my sister principal actually.
Okay, your
Okay.
sister is the
So
principal.
yeah.
Okay.
Because it was a convent school, so it was run by nuns.
Okay. So tell me about your family.
Yes, so my family is very small. My husband, my two children, my son and my daughter, and both my kids are employed actually,
Mhm.
and both are not in India.
Okay. So they are working
So
outside.
that was the reason. At least once in a year, my son was expecting me to his place. My daughter and son-in-law, they were expecting me to their place,
Okay, your
and it
daughter is
was quite
married.
difficult. Yeah, my daughter is married. Yeah,
Okay.
my daughter is married. My son is in Canada, and my daughter is in Sweden.
Okay. So when did they leave home?
Oh, long back, 2007. My son left when he was in intermediate,
Okay.
and it's a long time. They have been working for 12 years.
Okay. You faced the retirement as well as the empty nest syndrome. The house was also empty.
Yes, yes, children were not here. And then I just got retired from my job. I was thinking, what should I do? What should I actually start to make myself busy? And everything was not a cup of tea for Manju. Yeah,
Correct.
because I was into teaching. So I was thinking that I can just do this. And technically, I'm very poor, very poor. Still, I'm very poor. I took so much of time. I was thinking to join through my laptop, and I have, and I was unable to. Then finally, I joined through my mobile. So technically, I was not very sound, and my children were not with me. So I could not get help, technical help from them. So that was the reason I started online classes quite late. But yes, for past 1 year I have been doing, and I'm quite happy with that people are approaching me. I'm getting nice people whom I'm teaching and whom I'm interacting with, and I'm enjoying my life actually now.
That's great.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry, I forgot to ask you to introduce yourself. I know it's this video is for your channel, but still, I want to know something from you.
Okay. So I'm Meenu. I was born and raised in Delhi. So I used to work as a software professional because I had done MCA. And later on, when I got married and I had my daughter, then I stopped doing my job and I took a break of a few years. Then my son was also born. After they got a little older, like 5, 6 years, then I started my coaching center. I was thinking not to go for a job because then how would I take care of my kids? So then I started my coaching center where I used to take all classes up to class 8, as well as I used to teach spoken English. So many ladies used to come, and that was doing very well. And then suddenly COVID happened, and the students, everyone stopped coming. My coaching center suddenly stopped working. Nobody used to come. So then, my husband suggested me one day, why don't you start teaching on YouTube? Then I thought of teaching on YouTube. So, that's how I started my YouTube channel. So it's been about 3 years and I am really enjoying it, even more than my jobs that I used to do earlier. And I can take care of my kids.
That is true. That is true that when we are freelancing, we have enough time to program everything, plan everything according to our own will. Yeah. So that is very important. Even ever since I started YouTube channel, as you said that your husband suggested. So my son suggested once after retirement, I went to Canada, and my sister principal, she sent me one message, that Manju, can you just join for 3 months? One teacher is going for maternity leave.
Okay.
And somehow my son could see that message. And then he said, still, sister principal is behind you. It means once you will go from Canada, it means you will join school. I said, no, I'm not in mood of joining a school. Yeah, but still she was wanting me because she's in problem and she found me that I can substitute her very well. So then he suggested, I know that you cannot live without working because you have been working for past 34 years. So better you start teaching on YouTube. But what is YouTube, how it works, how to make video, how to face camera, everything was new for me. Everything was a challenge for me. But yeah, I was there for 3 months in Canada. So somehow, whenever my son was getting a little time after office, so he was training me that this is how you can do.
Okay, you started the channel when you were in Canada only.
Yeah. He only created this channel. If you ask me today that please create a channel for yourself, I don't know that. This is the reality of Manju. Okay, so he created the channel, but in the beginning, I was finding it very difficult how to make videos, solo videos. And then that time it was work from home culture. My son was working from home. So whole day he was in office job and I was at home. So I could not utilize daytime and evenings, that for nights are all like making food, serving dinner and then going to bed. So that's how I was not very consistent initially. But yeah, eventually doing every day. Yeah, so I learned something. And for 1 year, I was just doing for fun. And I never knew that this is something very serious and I can even earn from the YouTube. It was not in my mind at all. But yeah, once I started being consistent, then I found that, yeah, YouTube is rewarding and people are waiting for my videos. And then I started being consistent.
It feels so good.
And
When
that,
people are, appreciating you and they are waiting for your videos, then you feel good and it gives you a sense of accomplishment, isn't it?
that's true. 100% true. Yes. And every day, the day I am not able to upload a video, I feel guilty about myself that no, my viewers might be waiting for my video and I'm not able to. So I try to post on community posts that today I'm not able to, because these days, renovation work is going on at my house. So because of that, sometimes I'm not able to do editing and everything I do myself. That is the biggest challenge. Do you do everything by your own?
Yeah, I'm also
Or
doing
you
editing, uploading, thumbnail, everything I do by myself.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That's great. Okay.
Okay, so
That's
Manjuji, you
lovely.
have been teaching for 32 years and you are quite fluent in English. So tell me, were you from an English medium school where teachers also used to speak English all the time?
Sorry to say, no, I am from a Hindi medium school. Yes.
So,
Throughout my schooling, I did my schooling from Hindi medium, even college from Hindi medium. But yeah, in college days, we were prescribed all English medium books. That was the thing. But yeah, I was very good at English since my childhood. That was the thing, because my father was good at English and he was polishing us since our childhood.
okay, but since there was no spoken English atmosphere, how did you become fluent in English? I mean, how did you start speaking English?
Actually, if I honestly tell you, I started speaking once I joined my school.
Okay.
But yeah, when I was facing any interviews, I never found any challenging conditions that I cannot answer, any challenging situation that somebody asked me any question and I was unable to answer, because certain structures were there in my mind. I knew grammar rules, everything. So yeah, I was taking a little time maybe to answer, or I was a little slow, you can say, but I was able to answer each and every question. And from there, I started speaking. And once I joined school, so I always made it a point that I joined in all convent schools,
Okay.
just in order
Because
to, just in order to,
yeah,
yeah,
there you
please,
get
please
the
go ahead.
spoken English atmosphere and everyone is speaking in English all the time. So there you are forced to speak English.
Yes. And that's how I got into the environment of English. So as people say that create environment, so I never created. My school gave me that environment, and from there I became whatever I am today.
Most of the students say that if I am from a Hindi medium school or if I am from a Hindi medium background, it's very difficult to, speak English fluently. So what would you like to say about this?
I don't think so. It's all about practice. It's all about practice. Hindi we learned because we every time we listened, we heard everybody speaking in Hindi, knowingly or unknowingly. In the same way, if we get an environment and if we have curiosity to speak any language, no matter it's Awadhi, it's Bengali, it's Punjabi, it's English. If you have love for the language, it's not difficult. But that passion, that fire should be inside the learner. That is
Correct,
important.
correct.
Yeah.
That should come from inside. That can't be forced. You should
Yeah, no,
yourself have a burning desire for something.
that's true. That's true. So I don't think it's impossible. It's just about speaking. Yeah, sometimes maybe person will fumble, sometimes person will make mistake. But we learn from our mistakes and gradually we learn everything. We have learned Hindi, we make mistake in Hindi too. So
Correct.
sometimes if we make mistake in English, that's no wonder.
Yeah. So when we are talking to someone and we make mistakes in Hindi, though we have been learning Hindi since we were growing up, even then
True.
we make mistakes, but we never take it personally. But if we make mistakes in English, we think that, our status had gone down. And we think that making mistakes in English is something, it makes you less of a
Great.
person, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. And more than we feel guilty or we feel embarrassed, the other person makes you feel embarrassed.
Correct.
Oh, you made that mistake. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So
this
that's
person
what
can't even
made
speak
you
in
get it.
English. Oh, this person can't even
Correct.
speak in English. As if
Yeah.
speaking English is something extraordinary and doing miracles or something. I don't think so. I mean, why people think like that? It's just a language, like any other language.
Very true. Yeah, as we can speak in Hindi, in the same way we can speak in English. Yeah,
Yeah,
we cannot speak very advanced words. We cannot use. Yeah, that can happen. But speaking can take place very easily in anyone's life.
correct. And people who are native speakers, they did not do any effort to learn that language. Like we didn't work hard to learn Hindi. We learned it as we were growing up. But now learning English as a second language is definitely difficult. So that people should understand that it's not so easy that you make fun of other people that he can't speak English. That's a second language for him. It's not so easy. It requires hard work. But for Hindi, we didn't have to work hard.
Yeah, but still, people don't understand that if somebody starts speaking pure Hindi, difficult Hindi, heavy words of Hindi they start using in their conversation, it is difficult for us to understand.
Oh,
It's not
mostly,
that easy.
yeah, it's not easy. And mostly those kind of words are used in written Hindi. The words which are
Yes,
used in spoken Hindi, I think we mostly know all those words. But sometimes
yes,
we also struggle to find words even in Hindi.
yes, it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
When any certain topic has been given and you are told to go on the stage and start speaking in Hindi, your own
Ah,
native language.
yeah,
Yeah, we struggle there. We
yeah,
struggle there.
correct. If I suddenly go
Yes,
on stage and start speaking in Hindi, there also I think words will not come to my mind. That can happen in Hindi also.
that's true. That's very true. But in English, if we use simple words, people think that she's not using or he's not using idioms, phrases,
Correct,
or very difficult words or fancy words. It means she doesn't know much of English. Yeah,
correct,
this is the concept of other people. Yeah, but as far as my concern, I feel that ever since we are able to express ourselves regarding anything, yeah, this is our aim to make
correct,
others understand and to understand others,
correct.
isn't it? And if
Yeah.
we are able, it means we know English.
So the
Manageable English we know.
correct. The purpose of a language is to just make the other person understand what we are trying to say. That's it. We are not
Yes,
talking to impress the other person,
that's true.
right?
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
so many people comment on my videos that, ma'am, your channel is very good. You speak to people very patiently and nicely, but you speak very simple English. I think people get impressed only when you speak very fancy and difficult words and idioms and phrases and all that. But I can't do that because I have to just make the other person, I have to just convey my thoughts. Why should I use fancy words? I am not trying to impress that person.
Even I too have no, found certain comments on my videos. Some of them said, ma'am, you start using idioms and phrases, your channel will grow very fast. Whereas most of them, they write in the comment that, ma'am, you speak slow English, easy English,
Yeah,
so we understand very easily. So, ma'am,
correct,
it's good. We can understand. And sometimes we feel that, yeah, if I can understand Manju, ma'am, it means I can speak also. And we start imitating you, or we can say shadowing you. Okay, so that's how they are learning. So, to make other people motivated, okay, so
right,
that they can have this kind of feeling that, yeah, I can speak this language. This is just a language, isn't
correct.
it? So
Yeah,
they will find that, yes, English is not very difficult, but we start using, suppose, very difficult words initially. When the beginners will, very especially when they watch, they will find that, no, this is not a cup of tea for me because it's very difficult, nothing is going into my head.
yeah. So mostly on my channel also 99% people always say that, ma'am, you speak easy English, you speak simple English. That is why we like your channel. Because I want to be relatable. I want these people to relate with me. Why should I speak very fancy and impressive words? There is no need to do that. Even in Hindi, let's say I'm talking to my mother or I'm talking to my sister. Whenever we talk in Hindi, do we ever try to impress by speaking, difficult Hindi words? We never do that, no?
Never,
So,
never ever we do.
yeah. So why should we do that in English?
True. true. That's not needed. Actually, if we talk about our culture, about India, most of the learners are beginners. Those who want to learn English, they are beginners.
Right.
Yeah. So if we want our videos to be watched, so majority is beginner, isn't it? So we
Correct.
should try to make our videos as simple as easy for everybody so that they can understand and they can at least imitate us.
Right. Our focus should be to make them speak English normally. So once they start speaking English with confidence, advanced English they can learn by themselves.
Yeah,
Try to motivate them so that they are able to speak simple English first.
that's true. That's true. Because if they start with fancy words, they will end up speaking nothing.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Correct.
it's better to start with simple English, but to
Yeah.
start. Have
Right.
the courage to speak. That is
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. The most
Yes.
important thing is to start. Start speaking without hesitating and without being nervous. If they are starting with fancy words, how can they speak?
Are intermediate level. If they
Yeah.
are intermediate level and they are using advanced English, it's possible for them.
Yeah, it's
But
possible.
if some beginners are going to start, it is very difficult for them.
Right. Right. So tell me about
It
your
was
husband also. What does he do?
My husband is a doctor. He is a physician, and he has his own clinic. Yeah, he's nowhere in government sector. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's how he's
So,
in. His clinic is in Lucknow only. So
okay.
we both stay here in Lucknow,
Okay. So
and
whenever someone falls sick in your house, so there is a doctor at their service. So
right.
does he keep giving advice on how to eat, do walk and all that like a doctor?
For me, he doesn't do for us because we are, more or less since. My father was also like he was in government department, but he was very much into it. He knew how to inject and he knew so many medicines. Yeah, and whenever he was like in his group, so he used to advise everybody that this medicine is good for this thing. You can take this medicine. So we were very much into it that what food we should eat, and we eat very simple food. But yeah, he suggests his patients all the time.
So since your husband is a doctor, does he keep a very active lifestyle and does he, take care of his diet? Because he himself is a
Very
doctor.
much.
So does he take care of
Very
diet and
much.
fitness? Okay.
Very much, very much, very much. He is very sincere, very particular about his diet. He takes fruits on time, milk on time, chapati without ghee,
Okay.
dal and vegetables. Green vegetables are very much essential in every meal. So he's very particular about everything. And every day he has to go for a walk, he has to do yoga.
So you also exercise and watch your diet?
Yeah, with him. It is mandatory now.
Yeah. Okay.
Two people cannot make two types of food, isn't it? So, yeah.
Does he keep a day off or he works every day?
He works every day, but Sunday evening he keeps off.
Okay. So what do you do on Sunday evenings?
Yeah, we go somewhere maybe for shopping, sometimes for movies, sometimes to certain relatives' place, or we invite certain friends and they come to our place. That's how we enjoy, and most of the time on phone calls with our children.
Okay. That's great. So you
Sunday,
connect with them.
yes.
Okay. You make video calls also?
Yeah, every day without any fail before going to bed, it is compulsory. Every day. And otherwise also Sundays, maybe 2 times, 3 times. What is going on? What breakfast did you eat? Everything they will keep on
Okay,
asking.
so you
Like,
get all
I
the
ate or
details,
not.
huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a
Yes.
lovely conversation. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Same here. I was also eager to connect with you, but I was not finding one corner in my house because everywhere work is going on, everywhere. Okay, somewhere tiles work, somewhere switches work. So when I found that yes, today I have one corner, so I thought of yes, today we should connect.
Okay. So, okay, Manjuji,
Okay.
it was such a lovely session and I really enjoyed talking to you. Hope your channel grows really well. Yeah. So,
Thank you
best
so
of
much.
luck.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And your channel is already growing very well. So,
Thank
but
you.
yes,
Thank you.
still, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
And we will certainly chew the fat again whenever we will have time.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye for now. Thank you.